Hello and welcome to 5 Drive School of Motoring. This is a full test video for one of my students, Izzy, who left a very good feedback after passing her test. She is with the examiner now. She's parked on low lane and they are about to move off. Now, this is one of the longest test route you may have to do at Horsforth Test Centre. In some of the parts of this video, I'll try and speed it up so it's not getting too boring. Time of the test was 12:38. By the time they came out and started driving, it was almost 1:45. So the speed limit on this road is 30 miles an hour. Now, Izzy is going to come up to the roundabout. That is where she'll be turning left to take first exit. On this test route, you may start the test with the sat nav. Anyways, she's coming up to the roundabout and she'll be turning left to take first exit. As you can see, just before the roundabout, the speed limit changes to 40 miles an hour. Izzy took a little bit of time to pull out of the roundabout, so she picked up a couple of hesitancy mistakes throughout the test. So when you're following sat-nav, it tells you to turn right after so many yards, like 400 or 500 yards. So you should be thinking about checking your mirrors, signaling and moving into the right lane. As Izzy is moving in the right lane just now. Now the first road on the right is no entry, so learners who are not aware of the area, they end up taking this first turn. As you take this right turn, the speed limit will change to 30 miles an hour. You can see the sign on the left. And now examiner will tell learner to pull up on the left somewhere safe. The learner will move off again when they are ready. And now learner will take the next road on the left. And the speed limit on the new road is 20 miles an hour. You can see the sign on the floor. And then learner will be told to pull up on the left somewhere safe again. And now learner is being explained about the emergency stop. So examiner will tell learner to drive as normally they will do on this road, and then they'll tell learner to make an emergency stop. So they'll look over the shoulder, they'll make sure it's safe, so you don't want to worry about mirrors or anything. You just need to stop as quickly as safely as possible. Again, keeping your both hands on the wheel, firm braking followed by the clutch, and as soon as you stop, handbrake and neutral. Now learner has just made the emergency stop, so handbrake up, neutral, and then examiner will say will not ask you to do this emergency stop again, so drive on when ready. So make sure you check all around the car, 360 check before you move. And now learner will be taking the next road on the left. It's quite a sharp corner, so make sure you're nice and slow on this one in case someone is emerging out at the same time. And at the end of the road, learner will be turning right. And now at the end of the road, examiner will tell learner to turn left. Remember, this could be part of independent driving, so learner could just be following sat-nav. And the speed limit on the new road is 30 miles an hour. The reason learner has moved into the right lane is because they are taking a third exit at this Lonswood roundabout. And then just before the roundabout, speed limit will change to 40 miles an hour. And then there's a national speed limit sign. It's a dual carriageway, so the speed limit will change to 70 miles an hour. And there's a roundabout coming up ahead. This is where they'll be going straight ahead to take second exit. Now, in last 8 years, 2 of my learners have failed the test there. The reason was because they get in the middle lane fine, but they don't really follow the bend to the left. You can see the speed limit is 40 miles an hour now. This roundabout, once you've entered the roundabout, you have to stay nice and close to the left, because the most left lane goes left only. So these guys shouldn't be entering the roundabout. So here there's a bit of crack in the road, so you need to stay to the left of that. The learner will be taking the next road on the left, so remember there's a slip road, so you need to try and get onto the slip road to take this left. You don't want to stay in the middle lane for too long, because people can get to your left and take the left lane before you do. Right, there is something very important I needed to talk about here. You can see there is a 30 miles an hour sign on the new road now. You can see on the left hand side. Now, this is not a 30 anymore. This is a 20 miles an hour sign, as you can see on the top right corner I've put on. The reason is because when I record this video, that was over 3 months ago, but I just couldn't put it on YouTube. And at that time, the speed limit on this road was 30 miles an hour. And then later on, it has been changed to 20 miles an hour. So if you go in there, make sure you look at that speed sign. So the speed limit, I repeat it again, is 20 miles an hour on this road, not 30. And now learner will pull up on the left somewhere safe. Well, I don't know exactly what happened here, because learner pulls up on the left here and then moves off again, and further up that road they pull up on the left again, and now they're going to carry out a parallel path. Maybe examiner wanted them to do parallel park, but they changed their mind and they wanted to do it on a little bit of better place, because on where the first car was, there were parked cars on the right hand side as well, so it wouldn't be as convenient. This is much better space, because if there is any traffic, they can go past the learner on the right hand side. Again, examiner will tell you that I would like you to park next to the car, reverse behind it, and try and finish the maneuver within 2 cars length space and keeping reasonably close to the curb. And that seems pretty good, so learner will stop here, and then examiner will tell them to move off again when it's safe to do so. And then learner will take next road on the right. And up this hill, learner will be taking next road on the left. And then they'll be turning next road on the right. Up the hill again, at the end of the road, learner will be turning left. And then they'll be asked to pull up on the left again somewhere safe. And then they'll move off again when it's safe to do so. And at the end of the road, learner will be turning left. This is where the speed limit will change back to 30 miles an hour. You can't see any sign here because, as I said before as well, this is an old video where the speed limit has changed. Okay, so now the speed limit will be 30 miles an hour. Okay, this is unusual roundabout. This is oval shaped roundabout rather than the round one. So the direction here examiner could give you is, I would like you to follow the road ahead to take third exit. So remember, you're going straight ahead, so you do not need any signal. So there is a first road on the left now, and then the car park. And as you go past the buses, there's a second exit soon after this bus, and then there's no entry, that's bus lane, and now centimetre left, mirror signal left, and that is your third exit. And then there's another roundabout. This is where learner will be turning right to take third exit towards the airport. And after this exit, there's a national speed limit sign you can see, so the speed limit will be 70 miles an hour. Now there is another roundabout. This is where Lena will be going straight ahead to take second exit. This left lane will split into 2 lanes, so you need to stay in the middle lane to follow the road ahead. And just before the roundabout, the speed limit will change to 40 miles an hour. And then there is another roundabout. You can see the sign on the left hand side. This is where Lena will be turning right to take third exit. This is the third exit, and there's a 30 miles an hour sign, so the speed limit will change to 30 miles an hour. Right, that's the end of the test. Examiner will tell Lena to pull up on the left somewhere safe. So I hope you guys have liked this video. As I said before as well, I've speeded up some of the parts in this test route just so it's not as boring. If you want me to continue doing this way, please leave your comment and just let us know. Thank you very much for watching this video.